Harvey boy, go wash my car.
You know, somebody might hurt you for doing something like that.
That somebody gonna be you? Well, I'll tell you, bitch ass cold clocked in front of the whole gym.
The story begins on the crowded streets of New York City, where a young man named Shawn sells books by the roadside, trying to make an honest living. He looks calm, quiet, and harmless, the kind of guy no one would expect trouble from. But one day, a bully named Harvey sends his gang to rough him up and steal his money. Shawn doesn't fight back at first, trying to keep his cool, until they push too far. With sharp and controlled strikes, Shawn takes down the gang, and everyone watching is stunned. The quiet bookseller is actually a skilled martial artist. But before Shawn can breathe, one of the thugs, a man named Z, grabs his money and runs off. The next morning, Shawn's back on the street, this time selling umbrellas instead of books. He's trying to start fresh, but fate isn't done with him yet. He bumps into Harvey and Z again. Instead of fighting, Harvey makes him an unexpected offer. He tells Shawn about a chance to earn $5,000 in an underground fight. First, Shawn's not sure, but with no home and barely any food, it feels like the only way out. So after thinking it over, he agrees. That night, Harvey takes Shawn to a hidden underground fight ring packed with rich spectators betting on who'll walk out standing. When Shawn steps into the circle, he looks nervous, facing an opponent who's bigger and clearly more experienced. Shawn turns the fight around and knocks his opponent out cold. The crowd erupts, and Harvey knows he's found something special. After the fight, Harvey takes Shawn out to celebrate at a busy New York place where fighters, promoters, and hustlers gather to make deals. Harvey introduces Shawn to Martinez, a well-known underground fight promoter who studies him carefully but isn't fully impressed yet. He tells Shawn he still has more to prove. While they're talking, Shawn spots a familiar face across the room, Zuli, the same woman he once tried to sell a book to. She's beautiful and graceful but distant. Even though Shawn tries to start a conversation, she keeps her guard up. As the night goes on, Shawn also runs into someone he hoped never to see again, his old friend Evan. The reunion doesn't go well. Evan brings up Shawn's father, stirring up painful memories, and Shawn decides to walk out before things get worse. Outside, he waits for Zuli, hoping for another chance to talk to her, but she walks right past him without saying much. The next morning, Harvey finds Shawn sleeping on a park bench. Realizing Shawn has nowhere to stay, he invites him to live at his place. Later that night, Shawn gets ready for his second underground fight, this time against a much bigger opponent. Just when things are about to get ugly, one of Harvey's friends jumps in and kicks the opponent, causing chaos in the ring. The crowd panics, people shout, and the fight ends without a winner. Shawn is dragged away before things get worse. The next day, Shawn finds Zuli again and convinces her to have coffee with him. That's when he learns she's a widow and the young girl with her is her daughter. Shawn buys the little girl a rabbit doll from a street vendor, and for the first time, Zuli smiles at him. It's a small moment, but it changes everything between them. Later that evening, Shawn gets ready for his third fight. This one's a big deal. Important bosses and promoters are in the crowd. His opponent is an Asian fighter from Martinez's team, known for being fast and technical. Shawn changes the tide and finally chokes his opponent until he gives up. The crowd goes wild as Shawn earns a huge $100,000 prize, his biggest win yet. That night, Shawn goes to celebrate but runs into Evan again.
You step out your fancy stretch limousine there. Pick up a collection?
Really?
Well, I'll tell you, it's cold clocked in front of the whole gym.
The two nearly fight before Zuli steps in to calm things down. Seeing how loyal and kind she is, Shawn's feelings for her deepen. Later, the two talk at her house, opening up about their lives and growing closer. But just as things heat up between them, Zuli's grandmother walks in, cutting the moment short. After Shawn leaves, Zuli starts digging into his past and discovers that Shawn used to be a promising martial artist who vanished after a falling out with his father. Meanwhile, Harvey meets Jack, the man who runs the underground fights, and Martinez joins the conversation. Together, they plan Shawn's next match, against Evan. They even decide to bet on Evan to win. When Harvey tells Shawn about it, he also asks him to lose the fight on purpose. Shawn refuses, furious at the idea, and walks away. To calm down, he visits Zuli. She comforts him, and their bond grows stronger. But the next day, Shawn sees her talking with Harvey and gets jealous. Hurt and angry, he walks out again. Eventually, Zuli finds him and explains everything, that she only works for Harvey. Shawn believes her, and they make up. He then goes back to Harvey and pretends to agree to throw the fight, but only if he gets half of Harvey's winnings. Harvey, thinking he's in control, agrees. When fight night arrives, the atmosphere is electric. The match takes place on a rooftop surrounded by wealthy spectators. Shawn faces Evan, his old friend turned rival. The crowd goes silent, then bursts into chaos. Shawn wasn't supposed to win, he was supposed to lose. But that's when the truth comes out. Shawn and Zuli had secretly flipped the plan, tricking everyone into thinking he'd throw the fight. Instead, they outsmarted the underground ring, walked away with all the winnings. In the end, Shawn leaves the violent world of underground fighting behind. With Zuli by his side, he finally finds peace, walking away not just as a fighter, but as someone who fought his way back to life. Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like this video, it really helps the channel grow.